You've been eating bananas wrong your entire life, and it's slowly killing you. While you peel and toss away half the nutrition, while you choose the perfectly yellow ones that have been picked weeks too early and artificially ripened with chemicals, while you grab them from a fast food smoothie loaded with sugar, monks like me have been eating this sacred fruit in a completely different way for thousands of years. And guess what? We're outliving everyone. I'm Monk Shi Yan Ling, nearly 80 years old, and I can still do handstands, run up mountains, and have the energy of someone half my age. Meanwhile, my cousins who laughed at my simple diet, 3 of them are already gone. 2 more are dependent on medications for diabetes and heart disease. The difference isn't genetics. It's not luck. It's how we eat, and today I'm going to reveal the shocking truth about how something as simple as eating a banana the right way can add decades to your life. The modern world has convinced you that food is just fuel, something to shovel into your mouth between meetings, something that comes wrapped in plastic and pumped full of preservatives. But Mother Earth didn't design it that way. When you eat a banana the way nature intended, the way monks have eaten them for millennia, you're not just eating a convenient yellow snack. You're consuming one of the most powerful superfoods on the planet, loaded with nutrients that science is only now beginning to understand. But here's what the food industry doesn't want you to know. They've stripped away everything that makes the banana truly beneficial. They pick them green so they can ship them across the world. They gas them with ethylene to force them to turn yellow. They've bred out the seeds, modified the natural composition, and trained you to throw away the most nutritious parts. And then they wonder why chronic disease is skyrocketing. Let me tell you how I eat a banana and how this simple practice has kept me disease-free for nearly 8 decades. First, I never eat a banana that hasn't ripened naturally on the tree or vine. When a banana ripens naturally, its entire nutritional profile transforms. The resistant starch converts into simple sugars that your body can actually use for sustained energy, not the spike and crash you get from processed foods. The antioxidant levels skyrocket as the fruit develops those brown spots that grocery stores tell you to avoid. Those spots? They're called sugar spots by people who understand real nutrition, and they indicate that the tumor necrosis factor, a substance that helps fight abnormal cells in your body, has reached its peak. Science has proven that the more brown spots on a naturally ripened banana, the higher its immune-boosting properties. But what does the modern food system give you? Perfectly yellow, artificially ripened, nutritionally inferior fruit that looks pretty but does almost nothing for your health. But eating the banana at the right ripeness is only the beginning. I eat the whole banana, and yes, I mean the whole thing. The peel that you carelessly throw in the trash contains more fiber than the flesh, more antioxidants, more vitamins, and compounds that science is discovering have remarkable anti-inflammatory properties. Studies have shown that banana peels contain high concentrations of vitamin B6 and B12, magnesium, potassium, protein, and fiber. The peel also contains lutein, a powerful antioxidant that protects your eyes and skin. In my monastery, nothing goes to waste because we understand that Mother Earth doesn't create garbage. Every part of the plant has a purpose, has been designed over millions of years of evolution to nourish us. Now, I'm not telling you to bite into a bitter, pesticide-covered banana peel from your supermarket. But when you source organic bananas, when you wash them properly, when you prepare them in the traditional ways that monks have perfected, the peel becomes not just edible, but delicious and incredibly healing. The way I prepare my bananas is simple but intentional. Sometimes I blend the entire fruit, peel and all, into a smoothie with pure mountain water and a touch of raw honey from our monastery's bees. Other times, I cook the peels until they're tender and eat them as a side dish, similar to how many Asian cultures have eaten them for centuries. The cooking process breaks down the tough fiber, making all those nutrients bioavailable to your body. And the taste? Once you've retrained your palate away from the artificial flavors and excessive salt and sugar of modern processed foods, you begin to appreciate the subtle, earthy sweetness of real food. This is what your ancestors ate. This is what your body was designed to process, not the chemical cocktails passing as food in today's supermarkets. Now let's talk about what science has proven about bananas as a superfood, because this isn't just ancient wisdom anymore. Modern research has confirmed what monks have known forever. Bananas are loaded with potassium, with a single fruit containing about 12% of your daily requirement. This mineral is absolutely critical for heart health, blood pressure regulation, and proper nerve function. Studies have shown that people who consume adequate potassium have up to a 27% lower risk of heart disease. But here's what's fascinating. That same potassium that protects your heart also helps your kidneys function properly, helps prevent kidney stones, and preserves bone density as you age. My bones, at nearly 80 years old, are stronger than most 40-year-olds who've been drinking calcium-fortified milk their whole lives. Why? Because I get my minerals from whole foods that contain all the cofactors and complementary nutrients needed for proper absorption. The resistant starch in bananas, especially in slightly green ones, acts as a prebiotic that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Your gut microbiome is like a garden, and these bacteria are the workers that keep everything running smoothly. They produce vitamins, regulate your immune system, influence your mood through the gut-brain connection, and even determine how much energy you extract from food. When you eat processed foods full of preservatives and artificial ingredients, you're essentially pouring poison on this garden. But when you eat whole foods like properly prepared bananas, you're nourishing this ecosystem. Science has now proven that gut health is connected to virtually every aspect of wellness: mental health, immune function, inflammation levels, weight management, and longevity. The monks weren't studying microbiomes in laboratories, but we understood through observation and experience that how you feel, how long you live, and how well you age is directly connected to what you eat. Bananas also contain tryptophan, an amino acid that your body converts into serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for mood regulation and feelings of well-being. This is why, in the monastery, we don't suffer from the epidemic of depression and anxiety plaguing the modern world. We're not deficient in the raw materials our brains need to function properly. We're not eating foods that spike our blood sugar and crash our energy. We're eating what Mother Earth provides, and our bodies respond with vitality and balance. Studies have confirmed that people who eat more whole fruits, including bananas, have significantly lower rates of depression. But instead of addressing the nutritional deficiency, modern medicine wants to put you on pills that come with a list of side effects longer than the ingredients in your processed breakfast cereal. The vitamin C in bananas supports immune function and collagen production, keeping your skin elastic and your wounds healing quickly. The vitamin B6 supports brain health and helps your body produce hemoglobin, the protein that carries oxygen in your blood. The manganese supports bone health and metabolism. The copper supports red blood cell production. Every nutrient works synergistically the way nature designed, not isolated and synthesized in a laboratory. This is the fundamental difference between eating real food and taking supplements. When you eat a banana, you're getting hundreds of beneficial compounds working together, many of which science hasn't even identified yet. When you take a vitamin pill, you're getting one or two isolated compounds that your body struggles to utilize without all the natural cofactors. I watch people in the modern world treat their bodies like garbage dumps. They eat fast food for breakfast, processed snacks all day, frozen dinners for lunch and dinner, and then wonder why they feel terrible, why they're overweight, why they need medications by age 40. They've been conditioned to believe that food is entertainment, that every meal should be a flavor explosion, that convenience is more important than nutrition. And the food industry is happy to oblige, creating products engineered in laboratories to be as addictive as possible, loaded with sugar, salt, and fat in combinations that don't exist in nature. These foods hijack your brain's reward system, making you crave more while delivering almost no actual nutrition. You're overfed but undernourished, consuming thousands of calories while your cells are literally starving for real nutrients. My relatives made different choices. They moved to the cities, adopted modern diets, laughed at my simple monastery food. They ate the meat from factory farms pumped full of antibiotics and hormones. They drank the sodas and ate the chips and grabbed the convenient packaged meals. And now they're gone, or they're suffering. My cousin Wei died of a heart attack at 58. My cousin Hua has been on insulin for diabetes for 15 years. My cousin Jun had a stroke at 62 and can barely walk now. These weren't genetic inevitabilities. These were lifestyle choices. These were the consequences of abandoning the wisdom of our ancestors in favor of modern convenience. And it breaks my heart because it didn't have to be this way. I'm not special. I don't have superior genetics. I come from the same family that's now riddled with disease. The difference is that I chose to live in harmony with nature, to eat the foods Mother Earth provides, prepared simply and with respect. I chose to view food as medicine, as sacred fuel for this temporary body I've been given. Every banana I eat with gratitude and intention. I thank the earth that grew it, the sun that ripened it, the rain that nourished it. This might sound mystical to you, but it's actually deeply practical. When you slow down and eat with awareness, when you choose quality over convenience, when you prioritize nutrition over entertainment, your entire relationship with food transforms. And your health transforms with it. The path to longevity isn't complicated. It's not about expensive supplements or extreme diets, or the latest superfood trend being marketed on social media. It's about returning to simplicity, to whole foods, to eating what humans have eaten for thousands of years before the food industry decided they could improve on Mother Earth's design. It's about eating bananas the right way, naturally ripened, consumed whole, prepared with intention. It's about applying this same principle to everything you eat. Choose the apple over the apple juice. Choose the rice over the rice cake. Choose the food with one ingredient over the food with 40 ingredients you can't pronounce. For nearly 80 years, I've been proving that this way of eating works. I have the energy to work in our monastery gardens for hours every day. I have the mental clarity to meditate deeply and teach young monks. I have the physical vitality to practice martial arts and yoga. I don't take any medications. I don't suffer from any chronic diseases. I wake up every morning feeling grateful for another day, feeling strong and capable and alive. This isn't luck. This isn't a miracle. This is simply the result of consistent choices, of treating my body with respect, of eating the way nature intended. Now, eating a banana properly is just one piece of the longevity puzzle, but it represents a larger philosophy that I've applied to every aspect of nutrition. Over my lifetime, I've compiled extensive knowledge about dozens of superfoods that Mother Earth provides, each with specific preparation methods that maximize their healing properties. I've documented which foods to combine for optimal nutrition, which preparation methods preserve the most nutrients, which natural remedies address specific health concerns, and how to transition from a modern processed diet to a whole food lifestyle without feeling deprived. This isn't information you'll find in mainstream nutrition books because it comes from lived experience, from traditional wisdom passed down through generations of monks, from decades of personal experimentation and observation. Because I believe this knowledge can help people escape the trap of chronic disease and reclaim their vitality, I've put together a comprehensive guide that details everything I've learned about eating for longevity. This isn't just a list of superfoods. It's a complete system for transforming your relationship with food, with detailed preparation methods, combination strategies, sourcing guidance, and the spiritual practices that make eating a form of medicine. If you're tired of feeling sick and tired, if you're watching your health decline while taking more and more medications, if you want to outlive the statistics and thrive well into your elder years, then I encourage you to click the link in the description below and get access to my secret guide. This is the accumulated wisdom of nearly 80 years of healthy living, and it can be yours today. The choice is yours. You can continue eating the way the modern world has trained you to eat, following the same path as everyone else who's suffering from obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and early death. Or you can make a different choice. You can start today by eating one banana the right way, with intention and gratitude. You can begin the journey back to real food, to real health, to the vitality and longevity that is your birthright. Mother Earth has given you everything you need. The question is whether you're ready to receive it. Click that link, get the guide, and start your transformation today. Your future self will thank you.